Welcome all esports race fans. This is the third race of the season here in the NOSSCAR Endurance Series. 100% distance, real life races here. It's as realistic as it gets, to be completely honest. 400 laps here at Dover Speedway. You think they're ready for it? Let's find out, man. Wood Dog is on the pole in the number 3 car. Let's get to the starting grid. What do you guys say? Wood Dog in the number 3 wins the pole. PUNISHERDRUMMER in the 38 car on the outside of row 1. Caleb Starr on the inside of row 2. Twitch Whiskers on the outside of row 2. Great qualifying effort for the 48 machine. Row 3, you got Rockin' Lunatic in the 41. Great qualifying effort for the rookie. And Timac 11 in the 24. Inside of row 4, you got the 16 of Tyler Scott and Just Ken in the 78. On the inside of row 5, you got the 6 car of your Dunn's son and the 35 of Kevin Long Isle. On the inside of row 6, you've got the 31 car of Larson Rocks and the 14 car on the outside, Dusty. Man Anger in the 17 car rounds out the entire field. Let's get set for the race. 400 laps. Oh, and a lot of spin in the tires right off the start. And the green flag is out at Dover Speedway. A lot of cars spun their tires. They're going to continue on now, though. Oh, deep in the field, you saw Tyler Scott in the 16 car. He got into the outside wall, and he spun. Up front, Wood Dog is your race leader. Oh, and contact between Man Anger and Rockin' Lunatic in the 17 and the 41. And Timac got into the back of Man Anger a little bit there. Early incident between the two. Damage to both cars. It's been a rough start here for Timac in the 24. Up front, it's Wood Dog, the race leader in the 3 car. The Endurance Series is one of 3 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues, hosted on the PlayStation 3 console on the NASCAR 15 video game. 100% distance races. 100% distance real-life Cup Series events. Manual cautions are on. Damage is on. Custom setups are on. However, there are no cautions called for the first 5 laps after the start of the race or a restart. And the only reason cautions are ever called are if for 3 car wrecks or more, or a 1 car wall glitch incident. And I guess I should mention we have already finished Stage 1. 15 cars started the event. And we're now down to 13. 2 cars are out of the event. Killer Miller made his debut in the Endurance Series and he finishes 15th. RJ Haywood, tough break for him early in the going, finishes in 14th. 13 cars left on the racetrack. Your Stage 1 winner was PUNISHERDRUMMER in the 38. Larson Rocks 2nd, Just Ken 3rd. Your Dunn's son 4th, Timac 5th. They got points from Stage 1. And Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car made contact with the inside wall. He had to chase it up the track, and Man Anger and Tyler Scott had to get around him. Just in front of Timac, you see Kevin Long Isle right behind Dusty. Kevin Long Isle in the 35, Dusty in the 14. Caleb Starr in the 95 car is on pit road with some sort of issue here. And tough break for Caleb. Kevin Long Isle trying to work underneath Dusty. He's beginning to. Now Caleb Starr leaves pit road. The end of Stage 2 is at lap 75 here. So when we get to the 75 lap mark, that's when the caution will be called. Now Timac is working underneath Dusty in the 14. Mananger has caught both these guys in a hurry. Tyler Scott and Caleb Starr side by side back there. Keep in mind Caleb Starr was just on pit road. Therefore he has fresh tires, and problem there for the 6 car of your Dunson. And we're not sure what happened, but we know that he spun, and it might have been a wall glitch incident. And if that's what it was, then I'm almost certain a caution will be called. In fact, we're getting word now that a caution is out on the racetrack, so they are now all just simply trying to catch up to the race leader at this point. And we're having communication issues. There we go. Now everybody understands that the caution is out. Caleb Starr, Tyler Scott take a wave around here. And the rest of the cars will come on pit road. Punisher Drummer, Ken, Timac, Your Dunson, Mananger, Larson Rocks, Wood Dog, Twitch Whiskers, all on pit road. Looked like Twitch Whiskers came off pit road first there in the 48. Might have been some strategy involved. She wants the bonus point for leading a lap. And now we're getting the field sorted out. We're going to get double file here. And we're going to restart the next time by. We're in the middle of stage 2 here, folks. They're coming to the restart this time here. And the green flag is out. Dusty stayed out. He'll be the leader. Twitch Whiskers in second. Punisher Drummer third. Wood Dog fourth. Larson Rocks fifth. Timac 6th, just Ken in the 78 car in 6th. Or 7th rather, Mananger in 8th in the 17. Tyler Scott in 9th in the 16. Rockin' Lunatic about to surrender 10th to Your Dunson in the 6th. And a big problem for the 24 car. And we're not too sure what happened to Timac there. We're hearing a connection issue. We're getting word that it was a connection issue. And there's just Ken in the 78 car. Timac just kind of came to a complete stop right in front of everybody there. And now Tyler Scott wall glitched, and Caleb Starr made contact with Rockin' Lunatic. More problems on the racetrack. And now Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car is on pit road to get service after making contact and being involved in that incident with Caleb Starr. And Dover is one of those tough tracks, guys. And there goes Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car on the bottom, trying to get back up to speed here. And now Tyler Scott in the 16 car is on pit road to try to repair some of his damage. Remember, he wall glitched early in the event. And now that was Twitch Whiskers in the 48 car, who just wall glitched right in front of Timac, and the caution is out. The caution is out here at Dover Speedway. And now everybody's going to catch back up to each other. And now everybody is caught up to each other. Pit road will be open next time by for the drivers. Oh, and Mananger, or the 35 of Kevin Long Isle rather, spun trying to get on pit road. and he's actually going to go around and try to pit the next time by instead. Wow, that was vicious looking, to be honest. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like maybe some sort of connection issue. There you see Twitch Whiskers getting service. She'll go around and join the tail. She just barely beat the pace car off pit road. And now we're going green this time by. The green flag is back in the air here at the Dover 400. Race number 3 here in the NOSSCAR Endurance Series. Wood Dog, your leader. Punisher Drummer in second. Your Dunson third. Larson Rocks fourth. Caleb Starr fifth. Mananger sixth. Timax seventh. Just Ken in eighth. It looked like he just put Dusty in the wall, actually. Ken made contact with the 14. Moved him up the racetrack, put him in the wall. Your Dunson has got his way up to second now, trying to run down the race leader. Punisher Drummer slips to third. Larson Rocks still in fourth, right behind him. Punisher Drummer actually now gets around that corner very smooth, and Larson Rocks was unable to get alongside him. He had a run, and he was trying to work his way underneath them. And now as you see Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car comes down pit road to try to repair some damage, and we've got a bouncing barrel on the front straightaway. Caleb Starr starting to fall into the clutches of Timac a little bit, and there's a new leader on the racetrack. Your Dunson in the number 6 car takes the race lead from Wood Dog. Punisher Drummer in third in the 38. Larson Rocks in the 31 in fourth. Mananger has gotten around. Caleb Starr for fifth. So Caleb Starr in the 95 now back to sixth. Timac in the 24 is in seventh. And behind him you got Just Ken in the 78 car running in eighth. Tyler Scott in the 16 running ninth. Dusty in the 14 car rounding out the top 10. Oh, and we see a slow car at the bottom. It's Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car. Looks like he's coming to pit road again. He's got some really severe damage, and he's trying to diagnose the problems that he's got on that race car. Mananger underneath Punisher Drummer. And we see that Punisher Drummer's got a lot of front-end damage that might be affecting the way his car is handling. And now Mananger gets around him for third. Larson Rocks was not able to find a way past Punisher Drummer, but Mananger, as soon as he got to him, was able to use the bottom and get by him. So that shows that Mananger in the 17 has a really strong race car. He's able to make moves on the top and the bottom. Whereas Larson Rocks can't seem to get his car to commit to the bottom. Now it looks like Caleb Starr in the 95 moves over, lets Timac in the 24 go, as well as Just Ken in the 78. Actually, it looks like Caleb Starr's coming to pit road, guys. Getting a report that the 95 is actually trying to repair damage as well. So tough break for Caleb Starr in the 95, Rockin' Lunatic in the 41, Twitch Whiskers in the 48. All three of them are trying to fight through the damage that they have to their race cars. Punisher Drummer has front end damage as well, but he's still running up there in fourth in the 38 car. Timac in the 24's got a little bit of right side damage, but I think that almost every car on the racetrack at this point has lost a little bit of paint on the right side. Now Just Ken 03 in the 78 is up to 7th because of Caleb Starr making his pit stop. Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car back on pit road once again. And we know that Kevin Long Isle in the 35 car and Dusty in the 14 are battling for 9th and 10th, side by side. They're also not too far from going one lap down to your race leader, your Dunson, so they're trying to stay in front of the 6 car. Mananger in the 17 takes his car to 2nd place, so put the 2 Jack Roush Fords, 1-2. Your Dunson in the 6 and Mananger in the 17. Wood Dog in the 3 in 3rd, Punisher Drummer in 4th, another RCR Chevy in 5th, Larson Rocks, then the first Hendrick Chevy out of the 2 that are in today's event is Timac 11 running in P6. Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car once again on pit road trying to repair the damage. And this is costing him a lot of laps, folks. And if they can't diagnose the problem, is it worth going several laps down? We're getting a report that Rockin' Lunatic is 11 laps down, but about to be 12 as they go by him now. And Rockin' Lunatic is just getting into his pit stall. So he's going to be 13 laps down, perhaps, by the time he goes and leaves pit road. Caleb Starr is also 2 laps down. We believe that Tyler Scott in the 16 car is 1 lap down. And all the other drivers are on the lead lap, we believe. 13 cars on the racetrack. And we believe that 10 cars are on the lead lap. Punisher Drummer trying to take the position there from Wood Dog. That's a battle for 3rd and 4th. Now Wood Dog keeps the car pinned down to the bottom, the inside line. And it looks like Timac's trying to do the same, but his car won't stay down there. It really likes to carry itself up the hill. And it looks like the 78 car of Just Ken 03 is battling the same issue. He's been sitting there in 7th place, I would say about 10 car lengths behind the 24, and he's been sitting right about there ever since the restart. Wood Dog's still trying to keep Punisher Drummer behind him. Ever since Mananger got around these guys for 2nd, he actually started to get away a little bit. But now you see that Mananger is starting to slip back into the clutches of these guys. And we're still watching a 5-car battle for 2nd on back. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And technically if the 78 of Ken gets any closer, it's a 6-car battle, as he does run in 7th place. But then the drivers from 8th on back are the drivers that are in a little bit of trouble here from going 1 lap down. And remember, there are manual cautions for 3-car wrecks or more, or a solo car wall glitch incident, which is very common here at Dover Speedway, mind you. So there is still potential for us to get woed up and stacked back up for a restart once again. We're going to take a short break. You're watching the 3rd race of the season here in the NOSSCAR Endurance Series. We're glad you're with us here, folks. Go over to NOSSCAR.com to learn more about all 3 A Division leagues, 3 B Division leagues, and 3 C Division leagues that are hosted here in the world of NOSSCAR. That's NOSSCAR.com. Instructions on how to sign up are at the bottom of the homepage. We'll be right back, guys. Your Dunson in the 6 car is your race leader. Just a quick note, guys, Wood Dog in the 3 just got loose and he lost a number of positions. He's now back in 8th in the number 3 car. Your Dunson's the leader, Mananger 2nd, Larson Rocks 3rd, Timac 4th, Punisher Drummer 5th. We'll be right back. We're back here at Dover Speedway, and we're getting a report that the caution is out. So now, as you see, the drivers have slowed down to rejoin each other here. And pit stops will be coming up shortly. The road is not open yet. As you see, some cars are taking a wave around. It was Twitch Whiskers, the first car, 1 lap down. Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 takes a wave around. Wood Dog takes a wave around. Caleb Starr in the 95 takes a wave around. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm getting a mix-up here. Wood Dog stays out to take the race lead, folks. And now we're going to get them all lined up for you, double file. We're not restarting this time. We're going to restart this next time by. This is the 3rd race of the season here in the first ever NOSSCAR Endurance Series. 100% distance races, which means real life length Cup Series events. Green flag is out. Wood Dog in the 3 is your leader on old tires. Caleb Starr in the 95 in 2nd on old tires. Your Dunson takes 2nd from Caleb Starr. He's the first driver on the 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles. Remember, there's no cautions for the first 5 laps after a restart, or after the start of the race in general as well. So, no matter what happens here, the yellow will not be displayed for at least 5 laps. Larson Rocks trying to work by his teammate, and Punisher Drummer gave Timac a shot from behind, and Timac came back up the racetrack, and he's going to get going. Caleb Starr in the 95 spun from something, and there was contact for sure between the 38 and the 24. Tough break for the 24. He now goes back to, I believe, the 10th position. Remember, Tyler Scott is 1 lap down. Rockin' Lunatic is 13 laps down. And Caleb Starr, I believe, is still 1 or 2 laps down, trying to get his lap back. And we're under caution here at Dover Speedway for a wall glitch issue of some sort. Oh, never mind, folks. This was the end of Stage 2. Congratulations to your Dunson, who wins Stage 2. He gets 1 playoff point and 5 points towards his regular season standings. Just Ken 03 in the 78 gets 4 points for finishing second. Wood Dog finishes third in stage 2 for 3 points. Larson Rocks finishes fourth in stage 2 for 2 points. Mananger finishes in fifth in stage 2 to receive 1 point. Those are your stage 2 bonus points winners. We're going to take a short break, guys. You're watching race 3 of the NOSSCAR Endurance Series here at Dover Speedway, the Dover 400. Your Done Son wins stage 2. Well, we're back here, guys, at Dover Speedway. The Dover 400 stage 2 is over. As you see, Timac in the 24. He stayed